Delta Force Hawkups is a free-to-play FPS game brought to us by TiMi Studio Group, the same company that brought us Call of Duty Mobile. Now within Delta Force is an extraction game mode. This is similar to things like Call of Duty DMZ, Tarkov, and Hunt Showdown. I've already put a ton of hours into this, so I wanted to give you guys 7 things I wish I knew before starting Delta Force Extraction, so let's get into it. By holding reload, you can quickly switch between your ammo types. This is super useful if you want to conserve your good ammo for PvP while using your weak ammo for PvE, or if you've recently looted off of somebody's body and gotten new ammo like blue, purple, or gold, and you want to quickly switch to it in the middle of a fight and then take down your enemies. So there are free loadouts in Delta Force called gear sets. You can locate these by going to Prepare, selecting your map of choice, and pressing gear up. This is going to take you to the loadout screen. Now at the loadout screen, you have your typical loadout, which you can gear up, but down here at the bottom, you can either press R or click it, and it's going to bring you to the gear set section. This is most similar to something like scavving in Tarkov. Now with this, what you can do is you can use your tickets down here at the bottom, which are called gear tickets, which you can either purchase in the shop at a vendor or acquire them via missions. Now there are different levels of gear tickets, being recruit, standard, and elite, but that's not what I'm here to show you. What I'm here to show you is that when you select a gear set, like this one here, as you can see, this sniper rifle set here called Firepower comes with a sniper rifle and pretty low tier gear overall, but decent ammo. The biggest problem with this is that it only comes with one med. It doesn't include things like surgical kits and ways to stop bleeding. So if I select this gear, you're going to see that I cannot change anything about this gear set. So with that, I cannot add any extra meds, making my in-raid very difficult if I start to bleed or break a bone. But there's a trick. That trick is that you can head to your stash, and as long as you have space within your safe box, you can go and take items like a surgical kit or any extra medical items that you desire, put them in your safe box, and you are still allowed to queue up for said mission. You can feel free to ignore this reminder, as it's not telling you that you can't do it, it's just notifying you that you have items within your safe box. You can then hit continue and start your raid. Weapon calibration is a feature that allows you to modify your attachments to further increase your stats for free. The way that you're going to get here is you're going to click modify on one of the weapons that you own. It's going to bring you to this screen here. Now on here, you can, remove and attach attachments, or once done, you can head over to the calibration section as seen here above. Now, not every attachment allows for calibration, so you're gonna have to fiddle around and see what ones do. But once you're here, what you're allowed to do is select set attachment, and you can use this slider to move it back and forth, which, as you can see over at the left here, is going to increase a stat and decrease another stat. So if, for example, I want more recoil control coming from my foregrip, I can slide this all the way to the right, and that's gonna give me 3.6 extra control, while also giving me negative 3.6 ADS speed. This is a super amazing feature that, again, doesn't cost you a thing. So once you've completely loaded out your weapon and modified it with all the attachments that you like, make sure to head over to calibration, calibrate that. And then on top of it, you can head over here to loadout and press save to save that loadout, so you don't have to do it every single time you want to build this weapon. Now, this is a super important tip that you need to pay close attention to, because if you do not, you may miss out on the ability to unlock Hackclaw for free. So the way that we unlock Hackclaw is we're going to head down to the event tab here and move over to normal. Once you're here, you're going to see the Asara Bazaar, and when you click into here, you're going to have 2 sections. You're going to have the folder, which is your challenge missions, and you're going to have the rifle, which is your reward exchange. What we're going to do is we're going to head in here to challenge missions. Now, you're going to see that I have 3 missions completed here for Tactical Turmoil, which is the extraction mode, and 3 missions here for Havoc Warfare, which is the multiplayer battlefield mode. Now, the total combined currency that you can earn here is exactly 200. And that's really important, because if we head over and click this rifle to the rewards exchange section, you're going to see that you can purchase Hackclaw, the new operator, for exactly 200 coins. Now, make sure not to purchase any of these other items here, because as it stands right now, there's no other way that you can currently unlock these coins. Plus, it's going to be usually in your best interest to unlock the character as fast as possible. Once unlocked, you're free to use this character as much as you like. She has a ton of amazing abilities that you'll want to check out. This is a setting that greatly improves visibility. What you're going to do is head over to your settings, head over to graphics, and go down just a little bit till you get to this sharpness slider. Now, if I go ahead and set this slider to 0, you're gonna see that there's a ton of blur going on, and overall the game just doesn't look as good. But if I go back here and I change this to, 50% or above, 50 is what it comes by default, but I prefer to crank it up to 75, especially because depending on the DLS settings you're running, it will cause more blur. So increasing that slider based on your DLS setting is going to be a huge deal. When you do this, you're going to see that you can clearly see edges significantly better. Now, in an extraction-based game mode where it is super important to see your target first, this is going to greatly help you spot players from a distance. By increasing this, I noticed a huge improvement in my gameplay, so be sure to check it out. Now, most of us are familiar with features like auto sort, but this game takes it one step further. All right, this game gives us insane customization in regards to our auto sort features. So as you can see here, just for a quick example, you can see that my meds are stacked at the top, then my ammo, then my rigs, armor, backpacks, etc., and then my weapons, all right? But if we head over here into our settings, under the game section, and we scroll to the very bottom, you're gonna see we have a few options to adjust our auto sorting in this game. So the first one is that you can auto sort when opening stash. So if you turn this box on, every single time you go to the stash, you're not gonna have to press auto sort, it's gonna do it for you, which saves you a ton of time and ton of just tedious work that you'd have to be doing yourself. The second thing, if you press this drop down right here by sort by type, you're going to see that it is going to list out all of the different types of items that sit within our stash. Now, if I go and drag these, like let's say firearms to the top, and I go back here, it's going to auto sort all my firearms to the top, then my meds, then my ammo, then my gear. All right, this is a super amazing feature. While only just a quality of life, will save you a ton of time within raids when you're switching between and you need to sort your inventory and gear back up for the next run. HRTF, aka Head Related Transfer Function, is an audio setting that we can find by going to our settings, heading over to audio, and finding it right here. Now, as it states here, it says you can upgrade your gaming experience with the latest spatial audio technology, providing you with an immersive sensation and 360-degree precise awareness. What this essentially does is it's going to give you a better idea of where audio is coming from around you. But through testing, it really depends on what kind of headset you're using. So you're gonna wanna play a few runs with this off and play a few runs with it on and see what works best for you and gives you the most competitive advantage. Definitely try it out because it really could change and make the difference between life or death within the extraction mode. If you like this type of content and it helped you out, make sure to hit the like and subscribe so you don't miss any future videos.